Good afternoon and welcome to the latest issue of Print21, the weekly video news bulletin for Australia and New Zealand. This issue is sponsored by Ball & Doggett, Australia's largest supplier of printable materials and press room consumables, and now supplying wide format equipment as well. The country's biggest print operation, marketing services group IVE, will build a $150 million a year folding carton business, aiming to supply brands like many of those who sell through retail stores like the one behind me here. IVE is planning major investment to drive growth at both its Jackpack acquisition and its Silverwater site. IVE entered folding carton 4 months ago when it acquired Jackpack, located in Keysborough, Victoria, on the 31st of October. It paid $35 million for the $45 million a year business, describing it as a cornerstone acquisition. IVE says in the 2 months it owned the business, Jackpack performed in line with expectations. That's to the end of the year, end of the half year. IVE has identified that Jackpack has the capability within its existing capacity to produce another $15 million worth of revenue, meaning that should produce some $60 million worth of printed folding carton, which IVE says will generate an EBITDA of $11.9 million and net profit after tax of around $3 million. IVE is also now looking to build on its packaging capability by investing in new finishing equipment for its Silverwater, New South Wales facility, specifically die cutting and gluing equipment. IVE plans on leveraging its commercial print operations, its capabilities, specifically its sheet-fed offset presses that are located in Silverwater, into a folding carton workflow with the new finishing kit, and says this will provide the means to generate some $30 million worth of packaging capacity, folding carton capacity, in the short term from Silverwater. Implementation of that production workflow will begin in the new financial year. IVE has got 3 B1 long perfectors at Silverwater. That's for its commercial print operation, as well as a Heidelberg CD74. IVE actually has another 11 sheet-fed presses at sites around the country. Further investment in packaging capability over the medium term will add the means for IVE to produce another $60 million worth of printed folding carton, all adding up to a $150 million a year business, with production facilities for IVE then in both Victoria, Keysborough and New South Wales there. It aims to reach its target within 3 to 5 years. IVE is open to opportunistic bolt-on acquisitions, but it's not searching for them. The thrust of its folding carton growth, the strategy, is organic. Revenue and EBITDA at IVE for the 6 months to December 31 were up on the prior corresponding period, and that corresponding period, 2022-23, was itself a record. Revenue was $506 million, up by 0.6% from $502.8 million. EBITDA $65.8 million, up by 1.3%, while its net profit after tax of $22.7 million was down slightly from $24.3 million. Following on from the success of last year's event, the Visual Media Association is launching the POP, Power of Print, Summit 2024, with speakers, topics and dates all confirmed. It's a diverse and informative lineup. This year's summit will cover topics such as HR, IR legislative changes, and there's been plenty of those recently, the importance of mental well-being in the workforce, packaging opportunities, cybersecurity, and how to champion leaders in your company. Each webinar will be a punchy 1-hour educational deep dive into the topic, held across 8 weeks, starting on Wednesday 15th of March and running every Wednesday until the 1st of May. Go to print21.com.au to check the dates and the topics. Sign and display operation Abacus Print and Display, trading as Abacus Visual, is in liquidation under a creditor's winding up order. Abacus offered design, print, signage, wrap and install services, and had some 15 staff. Its clients included big names such as Mercedes-Benz, Carlton Breweries and the Victoria Racing Club. Sad news. Printers across Australia and New Zealand are being reminded that in just 3 months' time, the biggest event in print will start, with drupa 2024 set to open its doors on 28th of May. Some 1,437 exhibitors from 50 countries will fill all 18 halls of the Messe Centre. Messe Centre, of course, is easily accessed on the U78, U79 tram lines from the centre of Dusseldorf, and it's looking like it's going to be a great show. That's it for this week's issue of Print21. Go to print21.com.au for all these stories in depth and more. Thanks to our sponsor Ball & Doggett. This is Wayne Robinson, editor of Print21, signing off for another week.